it's true. I mean, we get asked the same questions as last week, and we'll probably get the same answers, and I understand that. But this is feeling pretty good.
Oh, it's feeling awesome, and I know seeing how the team's playing, it just feels great. You're part of something, and you're part of history right now, and the team's playing the way we should have been playing all season. So it's really nice to see everybody's actually buying in, and now we're here, right? Weekend coming up, and it's a big series.
We were just talking a little bit about sort of the mood change in the locker room. Have you noticed that at all? Have you seen it improve over the last month or so?
For sure, it's always going to be more positive, especially when you're winning. And the way we're looking at it right now, everybody's kind of just getting up. You get that winning mentality again. And when you're losing, it's the opposite, right? You get down a goal and you just start feeding off anger and, not happy about it. And when you see the mood change in the room, everything's better, right? Going to school's better. It's a lot more fun. Going to the rink, showing up every day. It's a hoot and holler for us on the ice, trying to score on Ate in practice or him making a big glove save. There's sellies all around. So it's nice to see.
Is the record in the back of your mind at all, Ate, or you're not paying attention to that?
Of course, it's there, but it's something I try not to focus on, because it's just for my job. I just have to stay focused on the puck. That the next one coming, so I can't make that affect me at all. So it's a new day on Friday, and what we did last couple of weekends is not gonna do anything in next Friday. So we have to show up and be our best.
Coach Kyle said that you went to him and you promised that the second half you were going to be better. What did you do during that winter break that allowed you to flip the switch?
Of course, I get to get time of hockey. I get to visit my brother, visit my family. So it's just nice to get a little break from hockey and everything around here. So got to go couple big cities. So it's just having a break from everything, and just got new mindset, fresh start, and that's what we got.
Penalties were kind of an issue this last weekend, and Walt talked about that. Were they smart penalties, or are you guys just making mistakes?
Penalties aren't usually always smart. So, if you think about it, off the start of the year, we were getting penalties, but we weren't able to kill the penalties. So now that we all have started actually committing on the penalty kill, it's nice. Even though that we did get a few too many penalties, we were able to back each other up. So we're going to be trying to bring that down, obviously, in these next 4 games. And that's the way it's got to be.
Minnesota State, what stands out to you about, you played them several times, Brock, what stands out to you about them?
They're a come-at-you kind of team, It's back and forth. They try to play the rush offense, always going, D-men are jumping. So we got to be prepared to play really solid defensively in our zone and on the rush, And we got to also take the chances to come back at them and expose their D-men for jumping up. So I found that was a big thing that Mankato's ability is their ability to create offense just like that, And I know playing against them before, that's how it is. They come in and score in bursts, and then we have to battle back. So this year we're coming out and we're going to battle with them right from the get-go.
Minnesota State, one of the best, the best offense in the conference, but Adi, you're coming off a game where you had 48 saves. Does that help you with your confidence since you saw so many shots on Saturday?
Of course, the confidence been high for last 10 games, so why we winning and stuff like that. So it hasn't been an issue right now, but of course they have good offense, so we have to just bring our best effort on Friday night, and let's see where we can go from there.
Have you noticed any major changes in terms of team defense? Maybe less traffic, less odd man rushes that you're facing over the last month and a half?
I would say we've been keeping the shots more from the outside. It's been helping, and then we have guys clearing the pucks. If I get rebounds, they will be there. And of course, last couple on Saturday's game, we saw a couple big blocks from guys, and on Friday night we had Rylan on the goal line behind me, making blocks. So you can see like everybody's buying into like that we have a little streak going, and like we want to keep it going. So everybody's like bought into that a little more.
You and Rylan Yaremko played on Saturday. Who can protect the puck the best? Was that just a tense period of time for you?
It just happened. It just scrambling. Like we just tried to keep the puck out of our net, and like we managed to do it. So
Well, 16 winners, five straight shutouts from Ate. I mean, like Mike asked, you're feeling better than what you were before right now?
Yeah, but I mean, as a coach, you're always looking at where you are and where you need to be. And, you know, we have 4 games left and we haven't, you know, sewn up anything yet. So I like the way that we played. I wasn't real pleased, honestly, with the way we played on Saturday night. I thought Ate, we left Ate out to dry, and he did a remarkable job. But, you know, to have Ate doing the things that he's doing now, to have the team having some success right now, you know, there's a much better mood in the locker room, and that's a real positive. So, you know, we feel good about the move we've made, and we understand that we're not where we need to be yet.
With Ate, what do you think is working for him? Is anything standing out to you right now?
You know, he just came back. I didn't think the first part of the year he looked a lot like himself. I mean, and I can tell you that after Christmas, he's looked exactly like the guy we had a year ago. He's played very well. For the most part, I think the guys in front of him have done a pretty good job. But you know, I told our guys yesterday, you need to watch what's going on, because you don't just get to see this. This is not going to ever happen again in your lifetime. Like, that's an incredible run he's had.
Is he seeing the puck better?
No, I don't think that. I mean, he may tell you he is. I mean, I don't know the goaltender language or what is exactly going on. I can tell you that he's playing well. He's got confidence. He was playing well long before the streak. I mean, we played Lake Superior. We only gave up a couple goals in that series. And, he's been on top of his game, and he's a real student of his game. You know, he studies his game. He works at his game. He works at his craft. All the guys have nothing but respect for him, and certainly I think what he's doing is just, you know, a byproduct of all the work he puts in.
He's been able to make like these crazy saves, but like he says, the work of the defenseman has really helped him out too.
Yeah, we had a young core at D-Star. You know, we lost from Mullen early in the year, who we projected to be like probably our number 2, 3 guy. So we lose him. Then we were forced to play a couple guys in Black and Fronte. Black played forward for us all last year. Fronte only played about 20 games. And you couple that with the 2 freshmen coming in the first part of the year. You know, early in the year, you know, whoever was in goal, whether it was Ate or Izzy, they had to face some stuff that we really wouldn't like them to have to face. And as those young guys grew, and as some of the people we're playing 11, 12, 13 freshman sophomores every night. As those guys grew, their game got better defensively. We still have our ups and downs, but the goaltending is not having to face some of the problems that they had to face earlier. Having said that, Ate's been spectacular.
Penalties were kind of an issue in the last series.
Penalties were an issue for us early in the year, and they were back an issue on Saturday night, and we've done a pretty good job with it prior to that. So there are times you need to take penalties. You certainly don't need to take them in the offensive zone 200 feet away from your net. You don't need to take them in any form of retaliation. There are some penalties that the majors you have to stay away from, and we have to be real diligent with that, because it is a factor.
I mean, speaking of that, the penalty kill is almost day and night from the first half of the season to now.
Yeah, I always say penalty killing is really a byproduct of your goaltending and your defenseman. And as those guys have matured and Ate's game has grown, we've gotten better.
Minnesota State, what stands out to you about them?
Well, Mike's done a real good job down there over the last couple of years, and they're always solid. They get a ton of real solid, honest recruits. They're always hard to play against. They compete. He's got some high-end skill. He's got the one line with Michaelis on it. They all have 11, 12, 13 goals. Their core defenseman has 17 goals as a group, and they're very, very good. I think the kid Brookley's one of the highly sought-after free agents in college hockey. I think their goaltending's solid. They're where they are for a reason, and we're going to certainly have a big test down there. We always do.
They lead the league in goals per game. What do they do that puts defenses in a bind?
I think offense in general is talent. I don't think Michael Jordan would have scored whether he was playing with the Chicago Bulls or anyone else. And they have to have some real good talent. So you just have to be cognizant of that, and not give them the easy chances, turnovers, odd man rushes, power plays, things of that nature.
Going with kind of the improvement in defense, have you seen better play in terms of like blue zone turnovers, things like that, neutral zone turnovers?
Yeah, absolutely. We've seen a much better job respecting the puck and taking care of the puck, managing it as we come up ice. I did not think we did a good job of that this weekend. That's something we have to get back because that's a big deal. It's you give too many easy chances on quick counters, and it's I always compare hockey to any other sport. You talk about football and turnovers there, and basketball and turnovers, and when you turn the ball and the puck over, you're in offensive mode. Now you got to transition quickly to defense, and it's a problem.
Robbie Payne's line has been contributing a lot, especially him in general. What's standing out to you about him?
I think the line's done a great job. I think, and quite honestly, I think it's all three of those guys. I think that Diamond Tony is probably our most improved player over the second half. Robbie is always a guy that he's dangerous offensively, and I think with the way that Diamond is playing now, and the Craig has really emerged as a young freshman and a good offensive player, good passer. And I think those guys have found a little bit of a chemistry. And I think that Robbie, if you get Robbie the puck in the right place, he will put it away. And I think those opportunities are happening more and more for him right now.